everyone, this is Micah Angela here. So for today's video I am going to show you guys how I make fermented cucumbers for 5 days. But before that, I am going to show you guys also the step-by-step process of making a fermented cucumbers. So without further ado, let's get started. So I am going to show you guys the ingredients on making fermented cucumbers. Firstly, we need cucumbers and water, mineral water. Next is salt, and we also need a 250 ml jar. This is the jar that we're going to use. So without further ado, let's set this aside and let's cut the cucumbers into smaller pieces. Firstly, let's wash it. And so now we're going to put this jar of cucumbers to the refrigerator so that it could ferment well within 5 days. I'm gonna leave it right here. Day 1. Since it was still freshly made, the fermented cucumbers were still in their early stages, with minimal changes occurring. The brine enveloped them, beginning the slow process of transformation, gradually infusing them with flavor and texture. By day 2, I have observed that the color of the brine was becoming blurry, leading me to speculate that it might be adapting the color of the cucumber. On day 3, I have observed that the cucumber slices were thinning out, while their color was fading. 3 days have passed and it's day 4. And by day 4, I decided to open the bottle because I saw it bubbling. And when I opened the bottle, I noticed small bubbles rising up. And I also noticed back then the color of the cucumber was dark green, and now it is becoming a sage green kind of color. It's day 5, y'all, and it's the last day. And I have noticed that the bubble didn't cease at all, and the cucumber had turned dull green. And when I tried smelling it, it was emitting a salty and sour aroma reminiscent of a green apples. So, fermenting cucumbers involves both physical and chemical changes. Physically, the cucumber softens and changes the texture due to the breakdown of cell walls. Chemically, sugars in the cucumbers are converted into acids by bacteria, which gives the cucumber their tangy flavor. Additionally, the fermentation process produces carbon dioxide gas, which creates bubbles in the brine. Fermentation makes things feel different and changes what they are made of because little organisms break down sugars and other stuff in them. This happens because organisms convert molecules into new compounds causing both physical and chemical changes. Other necessary processes for fermenting cucumbers include submerging them in a brine solution or water plus salt to create an anaerobic environment, ensuring the cucumbers are fully submerged to prevent spoilage, and allowing them to ferment at an appropriate temperature for a certain period, typically few days to several weeks. So fermentation takes place when a tiny organism breaks down sugars or other stuff in a substance without needing oxygen. Fermenting cucumber in the industry is significant because it preserves them, extending their shelf life, and it creates a variety of flavorful products like pickles. It also adds beneficial probiotics for the diet and offers diverse culinary options.